and this. You talk to the person based on this and this. Don't move about, like, don't just go beyond the whole social what how do I put it, the whole boundary. Yeah, unless it is necessary. So if you are supposed to do a particular business with someone on the internet, when you are done, you go your way, jab the person with certain personal attacks. It is really not good. Okay, be mindful of your audience, like I am doing here. Here is a case where on the internet everyone is watching you. You would make a comment, let's say 10 years ago, and then you would not realize what kind of impact to have on you. Then 10 years later you would come and then make a particular comment which would contradict yourself, and then you will notice that people would pull that comment way back 10 years ago and show it to you that this is what you said and now you are saying this. You are contradicting yourself. Be full or be mindful of your audience. Audience are actually watching you. So if you are an internet pet, know the kind of content you put out to your audience. You should know that you have certain audience. Maybe they might be children, or they might be below a particular age, so your content should be in a particular way to suit them. Yeah, so be mindful of your audience. As simple as that. Yeah, yeah, be clear and concise in your concise communication. It's actually very simple. As it's simple, it explains itself. As I am doing here, I'm doing the content for you so that you'll be able to understand it. My goal is to be able to make content in the most simplest way possible. A bit. Yeah, my goal is to be able to make content for you in the most simplest way possible. So you would have to be mindful of, yeah, where's my mouse? Yeah, you would have to be mindful of your audience. You should know how to address certain things. You should be able to know your communication. How do you speak to people? Yeah, and also if you want to deliver some kind of information in your working, in your working environment on the internet. Example, if you use Slack or you use any collaborative platform, it's on the internet. You should have a way to deliver your messages to co-workers. So you should be concise, go straight to the point. So when you are on the internet and then you text someone and then you are like, hello, this and this, don't go to someone's DMs and you are waiting for the person to reply you, and then you now say, how are you? Then you wait for the person to reply before you tell the person what you want to do. Go straight to the point. I am Jehiel and I am here to advertise my business, or I am here to pitch my business. Please do this, and this. Give your information, communicate sensibly, and then you are off. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Okay, then we are moving on again to the fifth one. Be clear and, oh, sorry, I haven't switched. Okay. Yeah, so we are moving on. The sixth one. Proofread your message before sending them. Proofread your messages before sending them. And it's on Twitter. Honestly, on Twitter, if you notice on Twitter, there are lots of grammatical errors on Twitter. You type things and then you just not look, and then you go and post it on Twitter. Especially, people make a lot of mistakes there. So when you are sending messages on any platform at all on the internet, be it Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, and the likes, your messages should be proofread and they should be void of mistakes before you send it to people. It's very important. Proofread your messages before you send them out. Okay, so let's move on again. 7. Use proper grammar and spelling. That's just from the state point that your message should be proofread. You shouldn't be making mistakes here and there, because if you are, especially on LinkedIn and Glassdoor, those professional for corporate platforms, you should proofread your write-ups before you even send them. And if you are an organization or a company and then you have to deliver communiques to your audience, you have to proofread it before you send it out. Very important. Let me just switch here. I want to see what is going on in the comment section. Please, in the comment section, if you're watching this, let me know how you found my video. Let me know where you are watching from, and let me know if you have any kind of video idea you'd want me to work on, anything at all. Let me know in the comment section. It's open for everyone. Yeah, I don't know how many people are actually watching right now. 0 people are watching. This is sad. Yeah, so we'll be moving on to the next. That's the 8 point very soon. I just have to make sure that I'm not lagging or anything. So yeah, okay, I'm coming. Okay, so let's get back onto our content. We are moving on. The 8 point, don't spam people. You people do this a lot. Hey, there's actually a very, very, very big difference between cold emailing and then spamming someone. Please just know it. When you send an email to a person once or twice, wait a while before you send more. You don't know what the person is doing, and it is very annoying where you keep bugging the person when the person isn't replying you. Cold emailing is different. Cold emailing, you send it to multiple people, that same message to multiple people, or that same message but in a different context to multiple people, just so that you can get their attention. But then spamming people is just, it's just so bad. It's so bad. So please watch it. Wow, I'm coming. This is so bad. I'm actually going at 600 kilobits per second. Ah, Vodafone is just so sad. Vodafone is sad. Oh my god. Hmm. Let's move on to the next point. Why isn't it working? Yeah. Don't flame people. If you don't know what flaming is actually the same as roasting people on the internet. You guys have arguments, and this one actually everyone is actually what should I say victim to it, or everyone is found of doing this. You roast people a lot. You want to let out all your emotion, and then note, your audience are watching you. People are watching you. Your employer or your future employer is watching you on the internet. Compose yourself properly. PRO, public relations of operations or whatever. Note, wow, what is happening? Yeah, people are watching you, so you have to what conduct yourself on the internet properly. Don't flame people, don't roast people. If you have an opinion about the person, you can say it, but then put it in a nice way, not in a nice way necessarily, but then it should be organized. There are certain roastings that people do, and those ones are for entertainment purposes, but then there are also distracts and things going about, and that's their profession, and they feel that they have to do it. But then for people like normal people, or like people in high standings and things, there are certain things you shouldn't do. Yeah, don't blame people at all. Let's move on. Don't use all caps. This is actually something. Yes, on the internet, when you use all caps, it's like it's called shouting. You are shouting at people. So unless you actually intend to shout at someone and then you use all caps, you can actually play with your exclamation. You can play with your punctuation. Oh my god. Is it called punctuation marks? Yeah, you can play with your punctuation marks, and then you use exclamation marks to show that you are what meaning some kind of emphasis to that kind of statement. Don't shout, don't shout, don't shout. Let me know in the comment section if you are watching here. I want to know where you found my video at. I want to know where you are watching from. Let me know. It's very important. Okay, let's move on. Don't use offensive or discriminatory language. Yes, it's actually the same as the flaming. It's the same as your communication. Don't, and also it's the same as watching your language. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Then don't share personal information without permission. This is very important, and it's not, the personal information could be anything. So let's say I come to you and then I do a voice note explaining some kind of personal problem I'm going through. Then you feel that you would go in your own way to post this thing out there. So you post my personal information out into the open. There's a reason for end-to-end encryption on most social media platforms. It's so that people can't get access to it, or people except the both of you can't get access to it. So when that kind of information leaves the chat, you have actually breached some kind of privacy, what how do I put it, a privacy pact between the two of you. You've breached a privacy pact